court decision on pit bulls has outraged many dog owners and rescue groups, while some parents and victims are cheering.
Maryland's highest court ruled last week that pit bulls are inherently dangerous. Whit Johnson says there's concern for what the legal implications could be in the rest of the country. Whit, good morning.
Charlie, good morning to you. In Maryland now, if your pit bull bites, no longer does negligence need to be proven. In the past, some smaller communities have banned the breed altogether, but no state has gone this far. Ryan Zimmerman says his three-legged friend Zelda hardly fits the label she's been branded with by Maryland's top court.
When you looked at her for the first time, did you think to yourself, this dog is inherently dangerous?
No, she inherently had a lot of shy-fool issues.
He adopted Zelda last summer after she was found under a porch, neglected with a broken and infected leg. He's worried last week's ruling puts an unfair burden on well-intentioned dog owners like him.
It could make a number of landlords charge more for rent for the higher costs of the insurance. And also for a lot of the pits that won't be able to be adopted, you know, a lot of them will probably be put down.
Under the ruling, not just pit bull owners, but landlords who have the dogs living on their property are now liable for their actions. The decision stemmed from a series of cases where individuals were violently attacked. Court records state over the last 13 years, there have been no less than 7 instances of serious maulings by pit bulls upon Maryland residents, resulting in either serious injuries or death. Like the case of 10-year-old Dominic Soleski, who narrowly survived a pit bull attack in 2007.
It tackled him, bit him in the face, drug him to the ground, bit him in the arm, and then ultimately it got him in the femoral artery.
Colleen Lynn, who runs an education website about dangerous dogs, wrote a brief to the Maryland court supporting the decision.
When they attack, they don't stop. And this is what ends up killing people. Pit bulls are the top killing dog breed.
Lynn hopes other states will follow Maryland's lead. The SPCA in Maryland hopes they don't. They have several pit bulls waiting to be adopted and say it's nurture, not nature, that gives the breed a bad reputation.
Every animal is an individual, so to say that all pit bulls are inherently dangerous is absolutely untrue.
Now, dog rescue groups fear that this decision will overwhelm their shelters and ultimately lead to more animals being put down. They're seeking help from state lawmakers and are vowing to fight.
Thank you, Whit Johnson. Listen, you know, my sister has a pit bull, and every time I go over there, I'm a little nervous. Even though they say Diesel's a marshmallow, he won't hurt you, but there's too many stories. His name is Diesel. I think Diesel is an interesting name.
It is.
But there's been too many stories.
We should never react to producers in our ear because
people don't know who you're talking to.
Well, they go crazy. They want to do it all the time now.
Yes, that is true. But I've seen too many stories, guys, where the pit bulls seem to snap.
It's hard because I know, probably like your sister's dog, I have very close friends and family who've had pit bulls or do,
yes.
and they understandably get upset because it probably is more of a combination of nature and nurture, because a lot of it has to do with how you train your dog. And I'm a big dog lover, as you know.
As we all are.
And I'm a big believer in rescue dogs. But I would probably, admittedly, be a little cautious about a dog with a little bit of pit bull in it, because it's hard to know where they came from.
And you stand where, Mr. Rose? Listen, I think this is very...
I knew you were going to come to me.
No, I think this is very telling. Before we went, there was a picture of Barkley, who's Charlie's lovely dog, and Charlie said, take that down, because Barkley's not a pit bull. Do they make you nervous, or do you believe that it's really how the dog is raised? I think there's some truth to that, too.
My thoughts on this are two. One is that they need to understand why pit bulls, why there are more series of incidents with pit bulls, if there are, and then do something about it, because I think there are too many instances that I know of people who've been hurt.
Me too.
I've read about it. I don't know anybody.
With apologies to Diesel.
We know is a lovely dog.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Come on by for a play date, Diesel.
And you're not invited to your sisters for Thanksgiving,
I know.
by the way.
It's all right, Gail.
I'm in big trouble.
We'll take you in.
I'm in big trouble.